So again, most of the competitors that you're seeing are bringing their own steaming pitchers, cups, potentially their tamps. But other than that, they're all using the same equipment, they're all using the same milk and the same espresso. So we just want to give them a few minutes. They can take their stuff out of their bags, set it up on their equipment. Cups make a big difference when you're pouring latte art, so that's why you see a lot of the competitors bringing their own. A lot of times you have a design and it's kind of perfectly timed for a specific cup. Baristas. Hirokazu Azuma? All right, gentlemen, you may start. Many of the baristas that you're watching this week in competition have actually traveled to the US to compete in the same competition. We've got some past champions, some past winners. Junichi himself has placed second and third in his competitions on more than one occasion. So he's very experienced. He probably put up the best pour of the week so far yesterday, so it'll be very interesting to see what he does today. And if you want to see what he poured, again on this wall behind us, we have all of the pictures from this week poured, along with the winner of each round. Alright, so Junichi submitted his pour and Hirokazu Azuma is going to look, and about a minute left and he's happy with it. Round of applause for these two, everyone. It'll be interesting to see how our judges decide on this one. One of the challenges with having kind of the best pour and putting that out there with something that was so well executed is that's kind of the new standard that you want to see from that competitor. Junichi uses a larger cup on this one, Hirokazu Azuma using a smaller cup.
私多分緊張するの、なんか終わったら緊張するタイプなんです。今ブルブル震えてる感じです。すいません。なんかやる前と緊張するタイプとやるあった後なんかガクガク震えて頭おかしくなってる。そういうタイプです。震えてやばいです。
Five categories our judges are scoring in. That first is speed, which is going to go to Junichi-Yamaguchi in this one. Next, we have degree of difficulty or creativity. That can be cup size, that can be design choice. There's a lot of variables and factors that go into where you would award that point. Execution is also a big part of it. If you have a more creative pour, but you do not execute it well, that's not going to get you that point. Both of these were executed pretty well.
これ写真撮ってね。これ写真撮れるんですよ。撮れない。撮れませんって出ちゃうんですよ。
じゃあ多分撮れないんだ。夜なのかな。すごいないですよ。でもやるとなんかうるさいです。そうすると謎止まるんですよ。
あ、なんか俺ニューヨークで言われます。
楽しいから。無難にやってたらめんどくさくなります。
二人して
They're checking out each other's scores.
すごく難しかったです。すごいレベルの高いアートが2つ出てきたので、どのポイントに対してもどっちがいいっていうのが本当に、難しい状態だったんですが、勝負事なので点数をつけないといけないなっていうことなんですが、スピードポイントは山口バリスタが取ってますね。で、外観の美しさ、バランスなんですが、とてもいいシンメトリー、あとカップに対する上下のバランスも両者ともすごく良かったんですが、そうですね、この点では若干東さんの方が上回るのかなと思いまして、東さんにポイントを入れました。でカラーインフュージョンですね、色の使い方は、山口バリスタがとても、綺麗なレイヤーとハートを組み合わせた柄ですごく、使い方がうまいなと思ったのでポイントを入れてます。デフィニッションは特に東バリスタの方がフレームと、次のレイヤーハートからの間の茶色い濃い部分が、あとは最後のトップのハートの部分の切るところのコントラストまでかなりエッジが効いていたので、コントラストという意味でそこを点数入れました。あと最後ディフィカルティクリエイティビティなんですが、ここすごく迷ったんですが、僕はこの点は東バリスタに点数を入れて、ウィナー東バリスタ。
Excellent work, baristas. Another two great pours that I would be so happy to be served in a cafe setting. Hirokazu Azuma, I think, for me, had better color infusion. He had some really dark chocolatey browns that he brought out, some beautiful crisp whites, and excellent color. And I also thought he had the superior aesthetic beauty and balance in the way his design sits in the cup, and you see it's so perfectly centered, almost making a complete circle. Junichi, I thought he has a way of pulling out such terrific definition in his leaves. I don't know how he puts so many in there, but he always does, and just really has a distinct definition throughout the entire pour, which is very impressive, and numerous layers. I also thought that because of that, he had a slightly better degree of difficulty and creativity. And so here I'm very thankful that ultimately it came to the speed point and it wasn't a tie. So Junichi gets the last point.
Junichi.
Wow, another really terrific match. Here is Hirokazu, a 13 seed, throwing up against a 1 seed, and so far we're split. Amazing. I don't know if he sandbagged on his application, but certainly wasn't expected, and that's an amazing pour. The color infusion on Hirokazu is awesome. You know, the dark browns, the whites, but you know, on the flip side, the definition of Junichi's with all of those layers and just precision, tiny little layers. So Junichi gets definition, Hirokazu gets color infusion. Hirokazu's using the smaller cup. It is hard to figure out whose is tougher, so because of the cup I gave him that. So that leaves aesthetic beauty and balance. Speed, of course, Junichi got speed, so now it's 2-2. Took a long look. Really like those tiny precision layers. Beautiful pour, both beautiful, but ultimately Junichi-Yamaguchi.
Junichi-Yamaguchi moving on, everyone. But really beautiful pour there by Azuma. Just fantastic job.